Hey Sylvia, Psychic Amy here. I wanted to pop on today and talk to you about something I hear commonly in my sessions, and that is the deep loneliness often associated with the spiritual journey. This is something that I hear quite a bit. The farther that folks go into their spirituality, the more alone they seem to be. There's a couple of reasons for that too. First and foremost, the spiritual journey often requires a great deal of self-awareness. And you're not going to find self-awareness amongst a crowd. You will find self-awareness in inner reflection and solitude. You'll find self-awareness in meditation and in contemplation, which requires being alone. Another reason for the loneliness on the spiritual path is different priorities and interests. A lot of folks, spirituality is kind of a unique niche. It's becoming more and more popular. But a lot of folks just develop different priorities and interests as they move along their spiritual journey. And therefore, they kind of fall out with the people that were on the path with them before because they just don't have a lot in common any longer. Another reason that folks on the spiritual journey often feel alone is that we're seeking connection that is authentic. And so I think before the spiritual journey, our connections, particularly mine, if I, to be candid with you, weren't necessarily authentic. They weren't necessarily deep. And the farther that I have gone along in my journey, I don't know about you, the more I crave authentic, deep connection, and the less I'm willing to tolerate anything that isn't. And so seeking those deep, authentic connections and being committed to having them often leads to loneliness on the spiritual journey. Another reason that you find a lot of folks that are spiritual experience aloneness and loneliness is that we become very energy sensitive. Spiritual people often have a heightened sense of energies and emotions from others, which can be overwhelming. And so many of us just prefer to be alone. Last but not least, another reason for lonely feelings in the spiritual journey is personal growth and self-discovery. The spiritual journey often contains a continuous drive for personal growth, self-awareness, as we talked about, and solitude can provide the space needed to explore and develop yourself without external distractions. Let me know what you think about this and if you have and are experiencing loneliness in your spiritual journey.